Hey guys, welcome to the video. I've actually got a pickup video and a mail opening to do today, but you're only getting one of them today, you cheeky buggers. And so, yeah, just get into it. So first of all, first pickup. I haven't shown this yet on Instagram or YouTube, but a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago tomorrow, I think, I had to pop back to Smith's and have a look for something that had gotten back in stock, and I kind of did it a bit too long on it and didn't pick up. So when it came back in, I just straight up picked up Top Knot Brock Lesnar. It was nice to see these come back in. I did think they sold out too quickly, so it was nice that they did come back in. I probably wouldn't have bothered with this. It's not, modern Brock's not really the kind of thing I would have wanted. But I thought, you know what, we may as well get a Brock while we're at it. And the camera's a nice accessory. You don't really get that too often. The steps are actually not as good as I thought. I initially thought that the steps on the camera was pretty good. But, I mean, especially when you're getting a Brock Lesnar anyway, like, we're talking value on the secondary market, it's going to be pretty decent. But the steps are not much use to me because I actually only have black steps already. So silver ones are a little bit useless. Like I say, when they initially came in Smith's, I did dither too long and didn't buy it. But one day when I was working and I was out the back and having a little, quick fleeting glance across the basket where we put all the write-off stock, I couldn't help but notice in the bottom of it this left arm of Brock Lesnar. It's like Exodia. So I've got like a spare arm for this Brock. Way. There's nothing wrong with it. As you can see, it's not broken in any way. Someone's clearly, kids pulled it out. Parents have returned it. Things got written off. Brock Lesnar's got thrown in the bin for no reason. But it is what it is. So I took the arm with me. Got a spare arm for my Brock Lesnar now. I've got one. So yeah, that's a pretty cool pickup. As I say, I've had this for a little while now. But, there's not really been anything else to put in a pickup video with it, so we haven't seen it. Next, I've got some pickups which which my Instagram followers will have seen. It's a few charity shop pickups from last week because I've started going to the charity shops again. So here's a little extra thing. I don't know how much I'm going to be doing this as well, but I was hoping to get the reselling stuff on eBay back on the go. So we'll see what happens. I don't know how much I'm going to be like out in the town to do these things, but yeah. Anyway, first thing that caught my eye was this rather decent quality Stan Marsh plush toy. I initially didn't really think much of it, but then I thought, well, you know what? It's South Park, so South Park merchandise usually does pretty well. And I looked it up, and the cheapest listing at the time on eBay was £13.50 with £3.60 postage, and YMCA were asking £1.50 for it. So he was coming with me. I went and bought this, and then as I was walking out, I thought, I didn't even go and look at the CDs and books and stuff. And I mean, normally I don't find anything of interest, but in this instance, I've always said in all my charity shop hunting over the years, I've always said if I found some Gary Numan vinyl, I would take it with me. So this is the first vinyl record I've ever bought, an original 1981 Gary Numan and Dramatis single of Love Needs No Disguise. It's, you can tell it's from the 80s. You can tell it's not in good condition. It also, like I say, I just picked it up anyway. I was happy to keep it if it wasn't worth anything. I wasn't really planning on selling it unless it was worth something. It's not really worth anything, so we're going to be keeping that. And that's the charity shop haul from that particular day. But on to today. The Entertainer have now actually stocked more widely the Survivor Series Elite at 8.33. So I went ahead and went in and grabbed all of them. So we got Becky Lynch. Absolutely not a figure I would have bothered picking up if it wasn't £8.33. And if I'm quite honest, I still only really bought it for the arms. Generic AJ Styles. Again, really wouldn't have bothered if it wasn't $8.33 and didn't come with the torso. But yeah. And finally, we got the only figure in the set that I actually sort of liked. And that is the Ultimate Warrior. I really like the attire. The kind of like white and pastel colours makes me think of like school cake or sweets or something. So like that's really up my alley. I like that sort of stuff. But if I'm quite honest, I hate the head scan. You know how I've been saying quite a bit recently, that was pretty good for an open mouth head scan. This is not. That is bad. That's just a bad head scan. I'm really not a fan of that. But yeah, I don't know. Has he got two pairs of hands, or is one of them pairs meant to be for Rick Rude? I don't know. I don't know. They're not going to be for Rick Rude, though. I know that much. I nearly backed out of actually getting these in the end. I nearly backed out of it. I thought, yeah, they're only £8.33, but I don't really need a Becky Lynch in it, another AJ Styles, or an Ultimate Warrior whose head scan I don't particularly care for. And I also don't really need the Build-A-Figure Rick Rude. And that's when I was thinking about the new WrestleMania wave and the Build-A-Figure Gene Okerlund, and whether I wanted to pick up all of them, because $26.99 is a bit much when you only really want the Build-A-Figure. Like, not any figure in that set is okay, but 27 quid, and I'm only really buying them for the sake of it to get the Build-A-Figure. It's a bit much, isn't it? And that's when I realized, you know, I wasn't sure about buying these, I wasn't sure about buying those. What if I bought these for the Build-A-Figure parts, which is like identical body, Mean Gene and Rick Rude, I imagine. I don't know if they're scaled for height. I have no idea. But yeah, I figured, you know what, we'll get it done much, much quicker. And I know what you're thinking, it's a 4-figure set, you know, £8.33, it's not much. We've got Build-A-Figure wave. Where's the 4th figure? He surely bought a 4th figure, hasn't he? Yeah, I did buy a 4th figure. I got an Ultimate Warrior for my friend as well, because I already opened the Drew McIntyre a little while ago on the NW Opens, which you can check out in my channel. And on my way to getting those, I had a cheeky look in the charity shops again. In one, I think it was Age UK, they had a little basket, 3 for 99p. And I spotted these 2 Nerf guns straight away, and I thought, yeah, they're probably worth picking up for 33p each. And I really couldn't find anything else. So I picked up this little set of stamps for my little nephew. He can enjoy those when he's a little bit older. You know, it's ladybird, a butterfly, and a snail. It's pretty, you know, pretty neutral. I'm sure he'll get some play out of them. And then, again, I went to YMCA. We didn't have any interesting toys this time. My YMCA is usually probably one of the best charity shops around here. It didn't have any interesting toys this particular week, but we did have another Gary Numan single. This is We Are Glass. I have not actually even looked up the price of this, but quite frankly, there aren't many Gary Numan vinyl singles that I would rather have than this. So that's a really cool find. I was really happy with that. I was going to ask at the counter if they just had like loads of these out the back, but in the end I didn't really bother. You know, probably pop in again, see if they have a third one, and then ask, you know. But yeah, that's all of the pickups for today. Like I say, I've got a mail opening coming as well, and I might release that in the next couple of days as just to make up for the fact that I only uploaded one video last week. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the playlist of other pickup videos. And I have a lot of other content on my channel in a similar vein, like mail openings and figure openings as well. Thank you guys for joining me for this video. Thank you for making it to the end, and goodbye.